didn't see either. That shit sounds so fucking cheap. So this is car number 2. So what we're doing with this car, we're doing two things. We're gonna do put new wheels and maybe a suspension setup if needed. So right now we're gonna go ahead and put it in and see what happens. So this is the wheel we're putting in. A BBS Style 5 Prep. It's looking actually really minty, especially with the color combo. I'm really impressed with the color combo. I never expected both wheels to look good on a silver car, but shocked the heck out of me. And yeah, we're gonna go ahead and tackle that now. Alright, so we got the wheel finally in. This is pretty much what it's looking like. Let's actually step back and take a good look at this. We get the stuff kind of sort of out of the way a little bit, but this is what it's looking like. I don't think we need to really adjust the ride height. The ride height is actually looking pretty good. I don't see no reason to adjust it because the car's already pretty low. We're going to finish putting the rest of the wheels on and then go from there. We might, like I said, have to adjust the rear for sure. I'm pretty sure it's going to be rubbing like crazy because the fenders didn't, never's been rolled, and it's pretty wide, the tire. So on this car, it's not as aggressive as the other one. This is 18 by 8.5, 18 by 9.5. I'm not sure about the offset, but so far this is actually going to look pretty good. It's not as aggressive as the other setup we just did because look at the size of that setup. This one's actually more simple, and actually, so far I really like it. That front's pretty mint, I ain't gonna lie. Alright, so finally we went ahead and installed the rear. The only issue with the rear that I see is it's not necessarily the height, because the height is fine. The other thing I see is it's better that we go ahead and roll these fenders, because these fenders have not been rolled. I'm going to get into more detail into it once we get to it, because there's a lot you need to do. You pretty much need to grind out the inside of the fender, cut it a little bit, and then roll it. It's a little bit of work. There's different methods of doing it, but that's just the method I use because it's a lot easier. To me, it's more effective. So stay tuned. This is it. Check it out. Alright, so it is the next day. We kind of ran out of daylight. I'm going to go ahead and finish this fender up. Pretty much what we got to do is, like I said, go ahead and cut this inner portion of the fender. And once we get it cut, we're able to fit the wheel finally. So let's get to cutting. Alright, so I've already started just a little bit on this fender. What tools you need? A grinder, air hose, an air compressor, which I have in my shed, and get to cutting. What I'm cutting is not necessarily the entire lip off. I'm leaving just a little bit of it because the BMW lips, they kind of are in the shape of a U, kind of like this. And pretty much what you gotta do is you gotta pretty much cut where the bend is and just leave a flat piece of metal sticking out, and that's what you're gonna roll later. So pretty much that's what I'm gonna be doing now. So let's get to it. Pretty much how it's done. Alright, so pretty much here's what I'm explaining. I have some of the lip already off, like I said. See how I'm cutting just a little bit and leaving a flat surface? And then it continues here. This is a little hot, but I don't know if you guys can see that. Let's get it into focus. But you see right there, it's just not too much. Also, what you guys probably can't see, but there's like this little gunk type buildup over here. If you guys can see that, all of that has to be grinded out as well. And once it's grinded out, then I could actually roll this fender flat. So it's simple as cutting a little chunk, grinding out all this inside rubber, and rolling this flat. So as you see, I was able to take off this piece of metal over here. It's all out. It's just a thin sheet that needs to be taken out. Once it's taken out, like I said, you see this like, let me see if I can get this to focus a little bit. If you notice all this like gunky stuff that you see on there, that's what I have to pretty much take off with the fender. It's caked on there pretty good, but we'll get cracking to it soon enough. Alright, so pretty much what you see here is all this shiny black stuff. That's pretty much the spray I just finished putting on top of the existing metal that was exposed. You also make sure you got to give it a coat of paint just so it doesn't rust, because if you just roll this after grinding, it's going to gather rust and then you're going to rust out your whole fender, and then that's going to be no good whatsoever. So just make sure to spray it or epoxy it, but me, I just used a ton of spray. I'm going to spray it again, probably 1 or 2 more coats, and then send this thing on its way. And it needs rolling. We also need to roll it. Alright, so pretty much what happened is we went ahead and cut out the fender. We took out the rubber that's in the inside, and as soon as we're done with that, we made sure we sprayed the inside to seal away the metal, the existing metal that's exposed. Pretty much what's left is to roll this fender. So we're going to go ahead and take care of that now. We're a little short on daytime, so we might do this tomorrow or another day. So yeah, today might be tomorrow. Ready? And it's the next day. So we already went ahead and sent it with the fender roller. The fender's already rolled. Well, right now, I don't want to give it away too much, but we're going to hit you with the glamour shots now, so stay tuned, check it out. Alright, hope you guys enjoyed the glamour shots. This is the final product. What we already done is we went ahead and installed coilovers, put the rims in. After we did that, we went ahead and cut the fenders, rolled the fenders, and then that's about it. We already did just about everything. Just a few tips I wanted to let you guys know. When you guys are cutting the fender, cut just a little tiny piece. Don't cut too much of the fender, because the problem with that is if you cut too much with of the fender, it could separate the fender when you roll it. Just a tip. Other than that, if you decide on doing this, you can do it. Just pay a little bit of attention to what you're doing. You should be fine. With that said, you guys know what to do. Like, subscribe, stay tuned to the channel. If you do like this, subscribe for more, because I'm gonna be doing more. Drive Miami. Peace.